Order filled. Order filled.
What's your kind of opinion on the market right now, and how you feeling about it?
I think overall, this is kind of what happened during his first term. We dropped and then they went for a run. Being a futures trader, you're kind of playing the short term. So I kind of just, you're playing the chart, you're playing your indicators and things like that. I think
Mm-hmm.
overall, we're due to go lower. And, I'm hoping we go lower because, you always want to add if you're investing outside of futures at a lower point.
Yep. Exactly. So, are you in a position right now? Do you have any trades on?
Yeah, I'm short 5 micros. Usually I do minis, but how the day is going with the volatility, size of the candles, kind of looking for a flush out. Kind of feels that way. That we get under 800 here, we might test. You know, we the risk reward to me is there for a flush out.
I I definitely see it. Chat is talking about Cove Trader. Are you Cove Trader?
That's me.
That's
Yeah,
you. Okay.
that's me. That's all
Perfect.
the guys that hang out with me day in and day out. That's
Oh, hell
uh
yeah.
that's me. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Cove Trader and everyone in chat who is here because of Cove Trader. That is Evan. So should we start calling you Cove Trader, or do you want to be called Evan? What do you prefer?
Either way, that's how it started. It started over a year ago, my journey into prop firms, and you guys were the first account I actually got, and I
Sweet.
just started documenting what I was doing on the daily, and it snowballed into this cool group, and I just keep
Channel.
it going, and I've been with you guys for a while, and I continue to trade. Actually, I got paid a payout from you guys this week, which was great. So I
Oh,
keep it
Nice.
rolling with
fantastic. What, would
yeah.
you care to share how much you were paid out?
I think I was paid 950. It was in this account, and I just locked in day two, uh, of 5 days to go get another payout with you guys.
Oh,
You know,
amazing. All right.
Good
So you're,
stuff,
you're
man.
crushing
it's a
it.
wild day.
Yeah.
So once I'm up $200 on a day like today, I'm just gonna lock it in and go for the live for tomorrow. 200 bucks is a great day. Lock it in, move to
It
another
is.
account.
Don't want to end the day with regrets or what ifs. It's like, oh, I was up a $500. What if I stopped trading? Well, don't have to deal with that if you just stop trading. Jay, how are you doing? How are you trading?
Doing good, Dolby. Up 222. $2.05 on the day. Probably not going to take another trade. Like Cove was just saying here, I'm up $200 for the day, so that makes me eligible
Hmm.
at least one of the days for a payout. So not going to force it here,
Yep.
especially with these markets getting ready to push that 5% level here in the Nasdaq. Just a reminder for
Yeah.
everybody that 18,770 level is that 5% down, where XFAs and live accounts do need to be out of those trades. But I mean, these markets are crazy, man. Pretty
Let's
crazy.
get a
Today
poll
feels
in
like a
chat.
consolidated
Yeah.
day, but
I know.
if you look at yesterday's action, these are wild markets.
Yeah,
I
lock it
do
in,
want to
man. That's
do.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, love locking it in, especially on days like today, because you can give it back so easily. But if we can maybe do like a poll in chat or something, are we gonna hit the 770s in Nasdaq? We're only about 30 points away, but get that down to -5%. XFAs, live funded accounts, you must be flat. Trading combines, you can still trade. So Cove Trader, what's kind of like your system? What's your strategy? What are you looking at for these markets?
I mean, as of recently, I've been playing a lot of bear flags because we've just been
Okay.
trending down. We've just been hitting.
Hmm.
I play support and resistance. I play a lot of the 15-minute orb and the initial imbalance moves. I try to keep it simple. I don't get into all the craziness of SMT and this and that. I try to
Yeah.
keep it simple. What works for me, because what works for me may not work for you. So it works for me to keep it simple. I typically go for scalps and move to break even as soon as I can, and let it
Okay.
ride. Let it ride. You know.
Yeah. Nice. Easy mental capital sort of trading.
Oh, it looks flushy.
It looks
What's the
very
number we got to
flushy.
get
20
out at?
points away. 770.
770.
I'm just gonna exit then. I just hit it for 132. I'm out before I don't want to get in trouble with you guys, so I'm out.
Yeah, I mean you
Yeah.
got like 15 points left if you want to get close, but 770
I'm,
is the 5%.
hey, I'm almost even on the day. Even's green on the day like today, so I take it. You know,
Yeah, love your
I
approach
definitely.
to risk management, man. That's awesome.
I've
We
I've
wouldn't just be
I've been trading
eyeballing.
for
We could be cheerleading.
ages.
Yeah, when did you start trading? What got you into
I
it?
got into it right outside college back in '07, so I've seen a lot.
Hmm.
I wasn't trading futures back then though, but
Pennies?
I've seen a lot, and I'll be honest with you, this is the most fun I've had in a while. The last year or two,
Just trading in
you know.
general? Markets have been a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, COVID
A
was
lot of
fun.
movement.
You got a lot of newer people in the market and stuff, but those were some wild times. But I'm having a good amount of fun the last probably 2 years.
Is that just because
You
you're
know.
trading futures now? Or just in general?
Yeah, I'd probably say because I got into futures. Once I started dipping my toe in futures, it was more like a daily type thing instead of playing swings. Like instead of swinging options or stocks and things like that, or putting
Hmm.
on straddles, things that take time to work out. This is more fun because it's on the daily and there's a lot. The
Yeah.
communities are great and things like that. And it just kind of draws me in.
It is. As Red Dragon 19 says, futures is chill. I would agree. Futures is chill. We are
Yeah, it
about
is.
12, 13 points away from 770s. So we might be cheerleading for the next 50 minutes here, watching these indices.
You know
Nasdaq
what you
getting
could
very,
do?
very close to that
Order
5%.
filled.
Is what Shay?
If if we think we're gonna flush the S&P, that number is 5426. So there is still some room there in the S&Ps
Ooh,
if you wanted to take a trade. If you thought these
you
markets were
said
going to continue to
54,
sell, because 5426
66?
is 5%.
Oh
5426
wow,
in the S&P. So we got some
there's a
room.
lot more room.
Uh, yep. So if you thought it was going to sell and you say, you're the trader that says, hey, they're cutting me off, could trade another market.
Yep,
Because
that
we're
is
about to
true.
hit
That's
those
a good point.
770s here.
So if you
Uh,
are a NQ trader and you're in an XFA or live funded account, you can switch to the ES, which has probably another 40 points to go before it gets to the 5% down. So there's still some
that's if you see
indices
a
out
good
there you
trade.
can trade. Yes, that's right. That is right.
If you see a good trade.
So
But
we
yeah,
are
this feels
very,
like it's
very
going to flush.
close. Yeah,
Oh
5 points
no.
away. Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd be flat anyways.
Just
Let's
didn't move
see.
over.
What did move over? The order?
So what happened is, to everybody that knows, if you turn it to ES here, it doesn't always switch here. So you got to watch out. So you got to turn it
Oh yeah.
up top as well. Just to let
You have
everybody
your
know.
add chart link set up? Oh, you do not have
Yeah,
your chart
right
link set
here.
up. That might be why.
Ah, I didn't know.
Go to top middle is add chart link.
Okay.
And if you click on that, it should enable it on your charts. Yeah, that one. Close that.
All right. I never go off the NQ. So this is like the first time. So
Yeah, that will like link your charts, so your dome and your order tab, and everything will be synced. So that way you don't have to switch back and forth and switch everything. But you can do that
all right,
in your free time.
I'll
Yeah.
set it
So
up right after.
770s. Yeah, take your time. Whatever.
It did hold.
It did hold. Apparently Goldman is watching. So we are hanging in there. Oh, we got a pull up. Oh, I just closed my chat. So sorry, chat. Let me get it dialed back up. Okay, there we go. What's the poll? Poll, will ES get down to 54.26, parentheses, minus 5% today? Will it happen today for the ES? Nasdaq is pretty much already accomplished it. The question for Nasdaq is how much further can it go? Nasdaq still has about 40 points. I'm going to say yes, but we'll see. Man, Cove Trader, you're getting lots of love in chat. Lots of love.
Yeah, I told all the guys to come over and watch it. You know, smash the like button while I'm on.
There we go.
That's right.
You know,
Smash the like button. Please subscribe. Do you have like a YouTube or something that we can share? I don't have anything in
yeah,
your
it's
notes.
just Cove Trader on YouTube. Yep.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm adding it to your notes.
Where does the name Cove come from? Because I think one syllable names, you're like meant to be a star. A name like Jay, for example, a name like
Yeah.
Cove, you're you're born to be a star. So where does Cove come from?
So
Order filled.
It's kind of where I live. So you know.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
From Long Island.
yeah,
I could hear it.
I was thinking of something, and you know, my name was taken on. You know, I couldn't get Evan trades on YouTube. So after about
all right, another one.
You know, at over an hour of looking, I just found that, and I was like, cool, I'll just roll with it, and you know, just having some fun.
It's good stuff.
Nice. Did you ever think you'd be a YouTube guy?
No, not at all. I am. I like to have fun. Like, I love this interaction coming on with you guys and hanging out.
Yeah.
And but I never thought like, hey, YouTube. I've always been into trading forever, and somebody said I should do it like a couple years ago, and then I made the jump, and things have been great. You meet a lot of good people in here. You know, a lot of, you know, just like you guys. Now I met you guys, and you guys seem real nice and chill, and you just extend to all the cool people you meet. You know.
Yeah, I got huge props for anyone who has the cojones to launch a YouTube and talk about their own trading live in real time. It is not easy to do. To get that sort of instant feedback. It's almost like being a stand-up comedian. Like, you know if your joke is going to land or not. It's the same thing with the trades. You know if Chad is getting antsy and a couple losing streaks, gets a little intense. Ooh, okay, ES 54.65 NQ. All right, 5%. So 18,767. We are officially down 5.03% in the Nasdaq. So you are in a live funded account or express funded account. Start flattening your trades. Poll results. Thank you, Andre. Will the ES get down to 54.26 today? 68% say yes on 325 votes. Wow, chat. That is pretty convincing. Pretty convincing. So let's see what ends up happening here. Let me get both charts.
We got
up.
some people asking, can you hold trades if you were in them an hour ago? No, guys, you need to close the trades. So if you were in the trade an hour ago, I mean, you should be in some pretty nice profit right now. You know, lock that in, call it a good day.
Yep.
But you do have to close.
Trading combines are fine. Trading combines are fine. If you're in a trading combine, you can still keep on trading and ignore the 5% rule. However, if we do get down 7% in the Nasdaq, then the circuit breaker will kick in and Nasdaq will close for a period of time.
I didn't know that. So I can go back to NQ and I can, well, no, because no one else can follow or watch along if I trade NQ then, right? Yeah.
Order filled.
Unless they're in a
You could do
combine.
ES. You could,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
could
could
trading
be-
combine.
Order filled.
Trading combine, or you could trade ES because ES is not down 5%.
All right, I'm in ES then. I'll just keep staying there until we hit 5% down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're still bearish, like Coach Jay was saying it, like, hey, if anyone is still bearish the markets and you normally trade NQ, you can switch to another indice that is not hit the 5% top step level yet.
Oh, just flush
So
it.
everyone's
Just
gonna be
flush it.
switching. Oh no, right? It's so close already. It really needs to
What?
just puke, just like a college kid. Just get it all out of your system already.
There you
Get
go.
it all out. Just get it all out already. Man, this is a wild time. If you have not been trading for a long time, this is an extremely rare event here. We only see sort of these 5% or circuit breaker days once every 4 years. I think last time was COVID that we had this happen. So very, very rare.
We had it three times, three limit downs, if I can remember right, during COVID.
Yeah, probably.
It was like 2 or 3 days in a week, and then one the following week. Crazy times. And what's wild about it is that was COVID, right? The entire world was shutting down, right? The world's not shutting down here. It's just tariffs on everything, and we're selling. Also, we see the Nasdaq kind of bouncing at this 5% level because we're not the only ones looking at it, right? There are market participants who are thinking, do I get out before this limit down or whatever it is? But I think this does flush during power hour for sure.
I think people are worried about tariffs coming back to us, the other countries raising tariffs, and that's the big uncertainty currently. Not
right
what's in place, but what might be coming our way. There's a lot going on. He went after those
Order filled
Chinese companies like Shine and
Temu. They can't direct ship to the US anymore.
Yeah, so that's going to be a big thing. Like, there's a lot going on, and then is China going to sit there and just let that happen? Most likely not. So then it's going to be a back and forth until they have some type of meeting.
Yeah, market does not like the uncertainty one bit. And Trump is definitely playing ball, which we have not seen in a while. He's pretty aggressive, and he's definitely negotiating aggressively. Markets don't like that either. They want consistency. They want to be able to buy their Nvidias and their Amazons and their NQs and just watch everything go up, up, up. But Trump is stirring the pot here with these tariffs.
Did you hear the conspiracy theory that he's trying to tank the market to when they redo the debt?
I did.
At a lower rate?
Yeah,
it's interesting.
I did hear that. Yeah, I don't know enough about bonds. I'm sure Jack has an opinion on it, if that's even feasible. But I did hear that strategy of let's tank the market so we can get a better interest rate on our debt.
It's all
Jack is back there. You could chime in. I know it's fun to think about, but we're so far away from the source, and by the time the actual truth gets to us, it's been through a lot. Very delayed feed. We're on a.
Jack that's it's a top when your neighbor asked if they should buy Nvidia. That's when the top is in.
yeah, right.
Yep,
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's some of those. I like following unusual whales. I mean, that's a nice free resource too. You get some of those, Congress people start selling. It's like, you guys have been long for a really long time. Why are you selling now?
There's a couple of those trackers.
Yeah, I think they're great. I think they're really, really useful.
I agree. Unusual Whales does the options as well. The options when it hits. Yep. You can just follow them on X for totally free and still get pretty good, useful information. I think you can obviously pay for a subscription and get probably quicker info or maybe more detailed info. And Nasdaq is kind of chilled, and ES is the only one that's kind of selling off right now. Snazzy is kind of hanging in there by a thread. I think most of these markets are kind of
order filled.
Yep, trying to.
I think end of day
they are
is coming.
Dude, power hour is going to be wild. Absolutely wild. To Patel, why are we not trading? Because we're at the negative 5% mark in the NASDAQ. So XFA and live traders need to be flat. But now we're kind of hovering above it. The volatility in the market is very, very high right now. So taking trades is high risk, high reward.
And also for a trade, the Nasdaq keeps bouncing at this 5% level. The ES hasn't hit it yet, right? So for me, I wouldn't even short the ES unless the Nasdaq shows it can break under that 5% level. Because if buyers keep coming in there, we know these markets move correlated. So if the Nasdaq's going to bounce, the ES is probably going to bounce as well. But if the Nasdaq wants to sell below 5%, then we know we have that room left in the S&P if you wanted to take a trade. But like Dakota was saying, also trading is optional right now.
Yep.
Yo,
It's
where do I get
definitely
one of those
optional.
TopStep hats from?
Oh, we just got to you do the form. Andre, if you can drop the 5K hat pin form.
Yeah, I'll buy one.
Fantastic.
I'll buy one today.
My God, you get one for free if you've
What?
taken more than 5,000 in payouts. You get a hat and a pin.
Interesting.
You should qualify. Yeah, you should qualify for that, right? You've taken more than 5,000 in payouts. You should be able to get one.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I love the
Andre's up
swag
there.
here, though. I'll wear it without a
We
doubt.
got nice swag. We got very nice swag too. Our merch store is nice stuff.
Dolby.
There it is. Yeah, you get one of those. Look at that. You get a hat and a pin.
Someone was saying in the chat the other day that we should make TopStep sneakers. I know you guys got some
That would be cool.
some gifts, but yeah, some
We did.
TopStep Jordan 1s. I'd wear those.
Oh,
That'd be sick. I want some. I want like a tracksuit too. I think that would be pretty tight. Like a full zip tracksuit.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely wear one of those to the gym. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay.
colors are nice.
Yes. Yeah, getting heavy. NQ. Okay, NQ back under 5% here. Markets are moving. That's so much fun to watch moving markets. Okay, we are down a little over 5% in the NQ. If you're an XFA or live account trader, you need to be flat. You've been hovering around this negative 5% for almost what feels like this entire segment so far. Do you watch any other markets, Cove? Anything else? You just like all indices all the way?
So I trade options and stocks. I'm actually a big options trader. I've gone many years back from ages ago till now. So that's my first love, to be honest with you. I make the most amount of money in options, to be honest. You know, I only got into futures. What I want to tell everybody is like, so I was a very profitable options trader. When I got into futures, it was so eye-opening because I wasn't good at it in the beginning, and it was more frustrating.
Order
for me
filled.
because I come from being profitable consistently to like, what is this? So it took me a while to become profitable, and it's just a journey. And you just gotta, no matter how good you are at another part of the market, you know, when you go into something like this, you gotta study and you gotta see what works for you and what indicators and charting and things like that to then become profitable. And you know, you got to put in time. If you're not doing it after hours or you're not doing it on the weekends and you're not treating it like a business, then you can't expect to be profitable.
I mean, that's exactly right. You have to take it so seriously. Any slip up, you could lose everything that you've built. I mean, the market is big enough to take everyone's money, whether you're a retail trader or a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund. It does not matter. The market will take all of your money if you are not disciplined. It will do it every single time. Man, we are hanging on by a thread here in these indices right now. 18,767 in the Nasdaq. So starting to print some wicks underneath this 5%. ES is looking legit more heavy though. Evan, you have a nice little short here. Working.
Yeah.
We got some micros going. What do you got? Like 5 micros?
No, I got one mini. This is only in a combine. I don't trade
cool.
ES normally, so I'm not about to trade my live money in something that I normally do not trade. But the people are here and they want to see trades, so why not light it up in a XF in a combine and let's see what I can do. You know?
Yeah, let us see. I mean, we are just like on the precipice here. It is hanging on truly by a thread. If buyers can come in and save the day, that would be miraculous. Also, very, very brave of them to do it because I mean, we are at like the knife's edge. Anything below 760, we start getting into some kind of uncharted territory. ES, we're looking like 54, 56, so maybe 10 points lower. We start hitting new lows in the ES. Nice little 5-minute ranges here across the board on the indices. Very, very interesting stuff here. Apparently, Trump is speaking right now. Trump on market reaction. It's going very well. So I don't know what that means. He's happy with it.
I think he inverted his charts and they got stuck.
Alt-I? Yeah, he alt-I and just having.
I think Trump hit Alt-I on his charts and they got stuck. He didn't realize. You're looking at these upside down. We're going the wrong way.
He's on delayed data.
I don't know. He's on delayed data. That's right. He's on a 50 trading view, 15-minute delay.
Oh, yeah, that's unbelievable.
Order filled.
I've never seen anything like yesterday, though, when we popped after hours and then dropped. Never seen something like that.
Oh, dude, did you see that move?
It was crazy. That was one of the crazier things I've seen. I've seen stocks do it on earnings, but that's one thing. The actual market to shoot off like that and then just plummet was wild.
Yeah, that pop above 20,000 only to face rip like 1,000 points lower. Totally insane. Totally insane. I can't imagine how many people got stopped out. They must have been so pissed. ES trying for new lows. Can it do it? 54.63.
Oh, it wants to so bad.
I know. I got a little midpoint right at 54.63. There we go. And there's some continuation to the downside on the ES. Can the NQ get below 18,760? That's the bottom of the 5-minute range. Okay, testing the bottom of the 5-minute range in the Nasdaq. Okay, ES is peaking officially. We are now at 54.61. Evan's little one mini is doing fantastic right now. Where'd you get short at again? What's your exact entry?
No, I ended up getting out.
You got out. Okay.
I got out.
That's why it's selling off now. That's why it's selling off.
Yeah, obviously. They made the phone call. They called me out.
Oh, yeah. I swear. Damn Goldman interns, man. They're watching our show, getting our guests stopped out. Okay.
Order filled.
All right. No one's in a trade right now. Nasdaq is trying to sustain negative 5%. Can we break lower here in a 5-minute range? We will see. ES is trying for new lows. We're at 54.62. If we can get to 54.55, we have new lows in the ES. About 65+% of you said that we are going to hit the 5% circuit breaker in the ES, which is 54.26. So that's still
order filled.
Points lower here in the ES. Man, these markets are good today. Chat, you trade well today? Are you enjoying these markets? Please let us know. I'm assuming everyone in chat had a positive day today because chat always trades well. I don't know where the losers are, but they're not in chat. Okay, Nasdaq back above 5%. So we're on kind of on a seesaw here with these markets.
Who's buying this?
Big pop.
Hello. Evan, you knew.
Wow.
You knew you had to get flat. See, now being flat was totally justified. Yeah, totally fine.
Now I'm not going to get torched by not holding it by everybody in the chat.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right.
Order filled.
Flambe you in chat.
Order filled.
If you're trading this, they're gonna get you stopped out without a doubt. Either way,
100%.
Yeah, we're talking about it in the green room. Like some of the best trades in these markets are just going 1-to-1, and if you can just get quick scalps at predictable levels, then it's about as good as it gets. Unless you're trading a really, really high time frame with a very wide stop and you're very patient. But the whipsaws will give you nausea if you're not ready for it.
We do have Fed Cook speaking right now. Andre's posting some headlines in the chat. The job market appears to have stabilized. I'm watching for evidence of trouble on longer-term inflation expectations. Right now, the economy is in a solid position. Trump on tariffs, the world looking for ways to make a deal.
Okay.
That's what
Trump's
Trump
done
wants,
talking
though.
now. Right.
He wants to make a deal. Read the book. It's all in there. The art of the deal.
Order filled.
Just slam it and then have everybody say, okay, like, what are we going to do here? And then, work something out that was better than before.
Yeah, it still seems like there's going to be a lot more downside here. That's what it feels
I
like.
agree.
We haven't really puked yet. You know what I mean? Like Jack was talking, like the VIX has not gotten above 30. I think it's up a bunch today, but I don't know if it's up over 30 yet. It's sort of like this weird controlled sell-off.
Order
we're selling off
filled.
a bunch, but VIX is not spiking above 30, which is kind of
Order
a
filled.
fear, fear indicator. That was an impressive move. I mean, that was 50 points in seconds. If we could do the 1 second chart, I wonder, it's a Jack special here. How big was that move in 1 second? Let's go from 780 up to 810. So about 30 points in 1 second. Say goodbye to all your stops. All of them.
There's a ton of volume getting traded in this 3-minute candle here. This is one of the higher volume candles that we've had on the day.
Yeah.
Outside of the
open.
open.
Been a stop run too. Yeah, I mean, we still stayed within. I mean, that's a very good stair step low. If you go to like a 1 minute chart, rejecting off of 977s, and then just kind of kept on stair stepping lower, and that would be one as well. So let's see if we can get this continuation to the downside here. I mean, if you see anything technically set up, feel free. If there's something in particular that you really like.
It's, you got all these guys talking
Order
right
filled.
now. The candles are wicking around. I don't want to call it luck, but like if you happen to get in and you don't get wicked out, it goes your way. You had to have some type of luck on your side right now because there's too much going on. There's positioning for the end of the day. It's one of those things that this isn't like my prime spot to be like, hey, Trump's talking and the Fed speaker's talking. Let me throw my money in the ring. I mean, I like to preserve capital and, consistently earn and not go for big windfalls one way or the other.
Yeah. Like on a good day, we have no idea what the outcome is going to be in any given trade. And on a day like today, we certainly don't have any better of an idea of what the outcome of a trade could
Order
be.
filled.
You saw 30 points pop in 1 second. Are you a bad trader because you got stopped out during that? I mean, you shouldn't have been trading in the first place. Yes, if it was part of your plan, then you probably just got a little bit unlucky. But don't be too hard on yourself today in this chop. Follow your rules, but certainly don't overtrade. That will get punished, most certainly.
So Jay, you're locked in for the day. You locked in a payout.
I didn't hit the lockout yet, but yeah, I don't think I'm taking another trade. Like we've been talking about, I don't think it's worth it. I do potentially see this rallying back up to 5490s in the S&Ps. But I'm not going to place another trade at this point. Actually, let's do that. Let's demonstrate that lockout feature. Manual lockout all day. Lock me out. There we go. Locked
Always
up.
take the money.
I hit the wrong one.
Oh. Bam, there it is.
There we go.
All right,
Locked
fine.
up.
We can watch Andre Leprechaun.
That's great.
We got fun here. No,
I like
doubt about it. Shout out to the production team. Putting up some great content and bits. Andre, I think that's one of your favorite ones. You got a couple, actually. That are
the lockout feature saves you a lot, though, because sometimes you get annoyed and you go back for another trade and, all of a sudden you're
Order filled.
Oh, 100%. Lockout button's amazing. Well, it's one of the only platforms that even has a lockout button. And you
Order
can lock out
filled.
the lockout. Double security. I remember days when I was in Tradeovate, and it's like, shit, if you don't hit your daily loss limit, you can just change your lockout settings and then just make them unlimited. So if you're like $1 away, you can still not get locked out. So locking out the lockout is a key, a subtle key here. Man, those 820s would have been an interesting short. It's a really big range we have in this Nasdaq right now. Even on the 30 minutes, some really small, 5 minute. Nice 5 minute range. And the Nazi at that 5%, holding as the dance floor right now for the indices. We do have a jab coming up. Evan, we haven't seen this before. We have a bunch of traders in chat, and they post their wins, some of their losses, and then I read it off. And we tell these traders to keep on jabbing, keep on trying. It's back there. Feel free to put it up. Nasdaq, strong bid off of the 770s at 5%. Level. Bam, here we go. Jab, jab, jab. Sean plays MC. Made my 500 on the XFA and passed 4 other XFA last night. Asia session, 5 XFA now. Sean plays, congratulations. Cry Talks. Almost blew my combine today because of emotions and stupid trades. After I calmed down, I went to plus 800, realized P&L, and locked myself out for the day. Well done. That is a roller coaster of emotions right there. Chopper 77, I just snagged 820 from gold. Congratulations on that as well. Gold has been a typically trendy market. The volatility has certainly picked up recently. Dave NQ, 10K my XFA overnight. Incredible. That is awesome. I hope you were able to sleep through the night knowing you were going to be up 10K the next day. Carl Hungus, one of our fan favorites. Jab, 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 plus 170 in the pre-market scalping shorts. Happy to be done on a day like this. Another trader who got their business done before the market even opened for the pit session. Wheels BT, I passed my 150K combine after a nice win last night. Well done. See you in chat all the time. Tom, love you guys. No trades for me today, but I truly enjoy and appreciate you guys. Makes my day with a few laughs and inspiration. Love you guys. Tom, love you too. And Shah Mundell. Okay, I can't stand the stress even on ES. Taking my 1,000 for the day and happy, ready to lock out. Congratulations, Shah, on the 1,000. I hope you did lock out and you didn't just type it in. It's good enough for a screenshot, good enough for a profit, and probably also good enough for a lockout. That is your jab, jab, jab. Thank you all for submitting those, and keep on jabbing, chat. It's a hell of a day today. So we're back. Looks like Cove, you're trying to work another trade right now. What are you seeing?
I'm just seeing if it rejects. That's the 21 on the 5, that red line. It's the 105, which is the I got a crap fill. I should have got filled closer. But man, that guy Dave NQ 10 G's while he's sleeping. Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's nice.
That guy.
Nice.
Yo, I don't know if
That's a
he knew
nice
he was
wake up.
even. I got stopped out. I don't even know if he was sleeping. He probably, if he was up all night drinking Celsius or
One eye
or
open.
what. I wish I could.
How do you
get fly
sleep?
on the
How do you sleep
wall.
last night? How do you sleep with a trade on last night?
Yeah,
So-
right? There's max volatility.
Order filled.
Right. Other
That's-
nights maybe. Last night, that's tough. I think we do see maybe some short covering and come in here. Maybe a pushback up to these 54.90s in the S&Ps. Let's see if this 54.75 holds. Where that spike of volume came in.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like a bad long here. but-
I can tell you one thing. I'm probably not trading any XFAs the rest of the day if people are, I think there's going to be a lot of wicks one way or the other, and it's not worth turning an okay day into a complete.
No.
complete
Not at
crap
this
It's
point.
the last thing. That is the last thing you want to do is be green on a day today and try to push it and then turn it into a red day. And then what? You're trying to save your red day that was once green in the last half an hour of power hour? That is not a place you want to be. Trying to make up profits is not fun. Okay, so
No.
NQ doing okay so far.
Not on
Yeah, it
a
sucks.
day like today. Also,
That sucks.
Order
That's a terrible
filled.
feeling. That's a feeling that you take into dinner time. You just think about it. Like, damn, if I had just stopped trading after the first half an hour after I got all my money, it would have been a much easier day.
no one talked to me at dinner.
Yeah,
Going out
I
by
pissed
don't want
off.
to eat. I don't want to eat.
I don't want to eat.
Just
We've
eating
all
rice.
been there too.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know the
100%.
feeling.
it's a terrible feeling to have a great first half an hour and then try to push it, and then you get back into the red, and then you spend another 3 hours trying to get back flat or back into the green. You could have just been done within the first half hour of your trading day instead. It's just so much easier. God, we can make trading so hard on ourselves if we want to. Really can. Oh man, this segment is flying by. Our did our jab, 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 145, about 10 minutes left here watching the markets. All the indices are available to trade again. We're well above the 5% in the NQ, about 0.5% above the 5%. That's also known as being down 4.5%. But indices across the board are currently bidding. Let's see if that sustains. Power hour is going to be wild. Evan,
Order
you try to trade
filled.
the power hour?
Always, yeah.
Always.
I'm one of those
Okay.
guys. I'll try to trade as much as I can, but I'll switch to accounts that are not either not doing well, accounts that are down, or switch to like combines instead of trading accounts that are right there for a payout. So I do risk management in that aspect on what accounts I'm putting on the table during what time of the day. I know personally I do better in the beginning half of the day, so I usually get my money in the XFAs, and then I'll just kind of lock out then, and then I'll push forward. Like here's the one I got to pay out. I mean, you just see like I get my $200 and I am out. I had one bad day, and that just went deep. As you could see, 22 trades is deep. But other than that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, a couple trades and I'm out. It's when I have to go deep, like I made $61. Like I dug out of a hole to get that.
Can you click on that day actually? Can you click on it so you can see what it was like? This is like exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, like that. That's a good job.
You made it out alive and just
yeah, just digging all day, like in the dirt, taking shots all day, and
order filled.
And the other days, I just take 1 or 2 trades in the morning and I'm done, and that's how I like to trade the better accounts.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you ever copy trade your accounts, or you trading them separately? Are you trading every account separately, or do you copy trade them at all?
Separately, because I'm always afraid. I am going to get to the point where I copy trade 2 or 3. I'm always afraid that I take an XFA and I got
order
2
filled
XFAs, and argument's sake, like Trump comes out with a tweet, and now I'm down $1,000 over 3 accounts. Right. I like risk management where, hey, if I can do 200 and I go to the next one, I do another 200, I go to the next one, do 200. Like I'm up $600 today. Like I'm good with that, and it gives me the ability to lock and say, hey, listen, this account's done. It's up 200 or 300 or whatever it is. I'm on to the next, and I know I can't touch that one.
Order filled.
Oh, I like that. That's a good methodology there. So you're not turning and burning accounts at all. You're kind of just base hitting a lot of them.
Base hitting all day. I mean, you could just see by the numbers that I'm putting up. I'm not, I'm going for $200 to $300 a day in each account, and that's it. Like 200, 211, 463. I had one day that I ripped it for 1884, but other than that, $200-300 a day. I mean, how long it takes somebody to do that at work?
Order filled.
So if you do that
in there,
order filled.
Multiple accounts. People don't get that. It's so funny. They'll go to work.
They do not.
And work all day for $200, and then they'll be up $300 in 10 minutes, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's not enough." And you're like, "Dude, what are you talking about? You just went to work for freaking 8 hours. You did it in 15 minutes. It's not enough. Just stop." But,
in there, I used to be a back waiter for a fine dining restaurant, and I would be super happy with like $200, $300 at the end of a 7, 8, 9 hour shift that terminated at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, hell yeah, that was a great day. And then you trade in the morning and it's like, yeah, $300 is not enough money. Like, bro, do you know how much you work to get that $300 at a restaurant? All day.
The problem is the people, the furus on Twitter posting massive gains, and they could be photoshopped, and people are believing it.
Order filled.
It makes them feel like $200 or $300 isn't enough. Why really they don't even realize that they're looking at a Photoshop picture, and it's so frustrating.
Or like infinite resets to get to that screenshot. Like you don't get to like peek behind how many accounts it took to get to 20 accounts with beautiful P&Ls. It could have been a lot of accounts.
Order filled.
It's correct. Totally different trading. Totally different type of trading. Managing one account versus a bunch is completely different. Especially if you have like, some affiliate commissions coming in. You're basically trading for free. And that can even put you in an advantageous headspace, knowing that you don't even have the risk because your commissions are paying for accounts. And you can really start swinging for it.
It's crazy how some of these guys go through hundreds and hundreds in like a day.
A day. Oh, yeah. Different worlds. So focus on yourself, chat, and just base hit away. You can build your own little empire.
And then you know what? If you take a couple base hits and you get a payout and the account is for free now and you're up
Order
a little bit,
filled.
hey, you know what? You want to take a shot at something? Take a shot. You already got paid.
Yeah.
You made $1,000 off the account. You're up. Take your shot if you want. But, you know, just realize the base hits got you there. So why not continue doing it?
Yep. And
So there's a comment here in the
fine. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Jay.
There's a comment here in the chat from Mo. It says, you know, we show live P&Ls on the board every day.
Order
right?
filled.
I think there is something to be said for showing what's possible, but not being honest about how difficult it might be to get there. Right? We say, yeah, we have these traders who trade this big all the time, but we just did jab, right? We talked about traders who were making $170, right? Or traders that managed their risk and only lost 300. Because you do have to show both sides of it. I think if we only said, hey, yeah, you know, make $50 a day here, people probably aren't going to be interested. It's like, hey, you know, I could go work at Starbucks and do better than that, right? But I think showing both sides is important, but you have to show both sides, right? If it's just, hey, yeah, buy one of these accounts and, you know, you can drive this Lambo afterwards, after a couple of months, I think that's doing people a disservice. But, you know, maybe if we showed, I actually thought about this with the big board. Maybe if we showed, instead of a dollar amount, the average points that someone made on a contract.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Right? Where, you know, I've heard, you know, some of the guys that talked on the floor where they're just like, you never actually knew how much money somebody made. They would just say, hey, I'm up X amount of ticks. Right? Now that could be, you know, you could be up 50 ticks on 100 contracts, or you could be up 50 ticks on 2 micros. You took the same trade. But everyone, you know, it's relative because people are trading different account sizes. So, but I think people do like to see the money at the end of the day, right? You like to know what's possible.
Percent change would be interesting too. I mean, it's fun to see big numbers. Yeah, I agree to see that it is possible, but it's like an immense amount of work to get there. And you even have to have the wherewithal to let
I knew it wasn't that strong because it's got to get through this big wap, anchor big wap. It's got to get through the 20. It's got to get through the 9, I believe.
To see the P&L just rack up like that and not just pull the trigger.
So it needs a lot of volume, but it's holding up.
Really swing big. Gotta wait. You gotta
strong.
Wait and sit in trades. Doesn't feel great.
For lack of
a
better
holding trades for a long
word.
time, Cove?
Steady.
Depends on the day. Depends on the day. I typically, the time frame I like to hold trades is like 10:30 because you usually get a turn in momentum, or maybe like noon to 1 o'clock. We kind of get a turn.
But maybe there's algo coming up.
Do I typically hold trades at 252 for a long? No, because first of all, the day's over soon. You know, would I have taken this trade in an XFA? No. You know, that's where I'm at currently. I do think we're going to get some type of covering here end of day. I agree with Jay here. And I've seen them run it up like 100 and something points end of day. So is that worth it taking it in the combine? To me personally, yeah. Am I going to risk my XFA and maybe lose $500? No, because this isn't the A+ setup that I'm looking for that account. Even though, listen, I'm up great, but that doesn't mean it's an XFA setup to me. And, you know, and that's just how I trade. I have different setups for different types of accounts.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so you got a couple setups that you really like. Tools in the toolbox, as I like to refer it to.
I just wouldn't risk, if it's like a B setup, I'm not going to risk an XFA that I worked so hard to pass. And then you paid the fee, and now you're trading that up for a payout on something that's not an A+ setup. It's, you know, it's just not worth it to me.
It's not. No, I love your appreciation for like just risk discipline and appreciating base hits too. I think it's so important. I wish I did a better job of it actually. I'm a big gamer.
I love seeing those traders that you put up that probably were not profitable and then now taking big payouts. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When we got the VIP coaching too, I think a lot of it is just sizing down and then getting your risk reward ratio right, and just stop trying to swing for big hits. Like, there's nothing wrong with going 2 to 1. It's not like the most sexy thing in the world, but you're going to learn how the ratio works of your daily loss limit relative to your week, relative to your day. It can be really, really beneficial, and it can be very easy on your mental capital. You don't have to struggle with figuring out, like, how am I going to get out of a trade? What's my take profit going to be? Well, it's just fixed. It's just 2 to 1. Find your favorite setup, swing
Well,
the
it
bat,
wasn't
and if you
strong.
get your 2 to 1, you're in great shape. You get 2
It
or 3
wasn't
of those in a
strong.
day. You got
I
a
saw
stew
it
going.
from the start.
That's pretty good.
It wasn't strong.
Intel
I agree
just
with you.
exploded. Huh.
What just exploded?
Intel? Something just happened to Intel? Is there a chart? News? I don't know. Anyone has Henny Meha in chat? I burnt 3 XFAs because of people on Twitter showing 25K payouts. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is so tempting to get those 5-figure trades, but we do not know how they got there and how many accounts they burned. What up?
Coach Ray and I did a session yesterday. We were, talking to some traders about, being close to taking a payout but not getting to it. And a lot of times people think, oh, I'm not a great trader, but it's just like, what was your goal or target number that you had? And some of these people were just like, I wanted to get the account to $10,000. I got to within 10% of that, and then ended up blowing the entire account. Which it's just like you're a good trader, but you have to manage how you're going to pay yourself from those accounts as well. Where the 5-figure, 6-figure account number looks good, but it's not your money until you put it in your pocket, right? And I think anytime you have a monetary target, whether it's on a shorter time frame, like, oh, I want to make $1,000 today, or I want a 50K account balance, you start making the wrong decisions.
100%. 100%. Okay, here's the news. Intel and TSMC tentatively agree to form chip-making joint venture. That would do it. That would be some exciting news for Intel, which I believe has been kind of struggling recently. So it's probably
order filled.
Some much beloved news for any Intel share owners out there. TSMC and Intel tentative agreement for a joint venture. Thank you, chat, for that. And of course, please double check your sources as well.
I would assume they're going to start.
Oh, go ahead. What do you got?
I was going to say they're probably going to start making them in the U.S. I would assume. I didn't look at the news release, but I know they're pushing for that, and I think they're making a plant over here. Was it Arizona or something like that?
Something like that. I think so. Evan, we're wrapping up here. Do you have any final words for our lovely audience community that we got here?
Anybody that's new, be sure to subscribe to the channel. They put out great stuff every day. Anybody new in here, I hope you guys, take it to a payout. Because that's what this is about. So keep watching Top Step, and that's pretty much it.
That's awesome. Hey, Evan, aka Cove Trader, love it. We're gonna drop your YouTube link in here as well. He is also a streamer. You can also catch him live on YouTube. What time do you normally start streaming?
10:30 to noon, and then 2 p.m. till 4:30 usually.
It's awesome. And we had a ton of fans in chat, so appreciate bringing your following over here as well. Thank you for representing TopStep. We're going to send you a hat and pin as well, so be on the lookout for that. You're going to look super fly with a 5K payout hat, just like this one right here. But coming up, we got Jesse.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Andre and myself.
Bien, gracias. Aquí con sus achaques, pero llevándola. Sí.
Ya no puedes caminar mucho, entonces como un poco enferma, pero bueno, hay que ver cómo de ver que ya voy a imagínense, vamos,
order filled.
Cristianita está por ahí, se puede pasar a saludarla, ¿oyó?
Sí, se la voy a pasar.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Session.